I would backtrack a little bit. And I always tell clients if you're an individual contributor, meaning you're not managing people, even a team lead is an individual contributor, then you want to focus the first 6 months. I would say 3 to 6 months learning the job, then the 6 to 18 months making the job better. Your goal is to always make the job better than what you came in. So if it took 10 days to process whatever accounts receivable, then try to make it, how can you get it to 7 or 8 days? How can we make this better? What are some of the bottlenecks? Is there a form that's always missing information? Maybe you want to talk to that person before that does the paperwork and then sends it to you saying, you know what, I wanted to know a little bit more about your process if you're able to find these numbers because it does slow down. And I know that we want to make this process faster. So understanding that is really going to help you advance in your career. All of a sudden, you're going to start seeing a lot of promotions, getting visibility towards leadership. But then you want to start thinking about it. What is next on this job before you need to? So let's just say you're a marketing coordinator and you want to continue marketing. You love marketing, it's something you really enjoy. Well, the next step is marketing associate and start reaching out to marketing associates and look at job postings. What are the requirements for marketing associates? And then highlight in green the skills you have, highlight in yellow the skills you sort of kind of have, but maybe you don't have certifications or you haven't done enough projects. And then highlight in red skill sets you don't have. And you want to make sure you have some red in there. Otherwise, you're staying stagnant. And then look at, is it something like required? Do you have the requirements? If not, start working on your requirements so that when you are ready to apply to those jobs, you already had and built those skill sets. You don't have to waste time another year trying to build those skill sets, even though you've been ready already for this next role. So that proactive approach and preparation is really going to help you get ahead. So if you're an individual contributor, the rule of thumb is anywhere between, you should be in your job for 2 to 3 years at most, and then you should be moving to the next job. If you're like a supervisor manager, it should be anywhere between 3 to 5 years. And if you're a director or senior director, it's anywhere between 5 to 10 years. And if you're a VP, usually it's around, you know, 10 to 15, 20 years or so, depending on the situation. But like that's the rule of thumb. So if you've been in your job now for more than 3 years as an individual contributor, you start looking into what your next step is and then figuring out, what do you need to do in order to get there.